We're about 3.5 hours into the challenge, and we've already got one in the bag, which is amazing because the last Python challenge, I think we spent 7 days before we even saw the first python, and to get one this early on, it's amazing. I hope it's not a jinx that we're not going to see another one throughout. In 2013, we ended up with 6 snakes total, and that put us in second place. So when I heard that the second Python challenge was coming, I first called Dusty, and I said, Dusty, are you in on this one? And he said, absolutely. He said, we got to go back and win it this time. First prize would be for the most snakes, and then you'd also have a first prize for the longest snake, and that would be a total of $8,000 that we could win. So here's some snake hunters here. Fine folks.
The second day I gave Riley the day off, we were just steady on the boat. I thought, well, we're going to start seeing a snake because the sun's coming out. He was cruising at a pretty good clip, and I just happened to spot just a foot of the snake sitting there. See him right there?
Oh, yeah.
I immediately yelled at him, spun around, we pulled right up to the snake.
Come on, don't do something like that.
Watch him, son. It's just a frenzy when you see the big snake and he's striking at you and you're dancing with him.
Here you go.
I get high for a little bit and then it rushes down. You know what I mean? It's definitely an experience that I love.
Ooh, Billy. How do we do it? Got my adrenaline going.
17. That is how many Burmese pythons have been caught so far during this year's Python Challenge. More than 500 people have registered to take part in the hunt, which started Saturday. It ends February 14th. Hey, just in time for Valentine's Day. Nothing says I love you like that. Exactly.
A 2012 study by the U.S. Geological Survey linked the skyrocketing python population to a severe decline in mammals in the 1.5 million acre Everglades. The most extreme examples include a near complete disappearance of raccoons, rabbits, foxes, and bobcats in the southernmost region of the national park. Even top predators, such as the Florida panther, may be at risk as Burmese pythons in their native habitats have been known to consume leopards. A female Burmese python may lay up to 100 eggs at one time, making the spread of these animals that much harder to manage. No matter how many snakes are rounded up and killed during the Python Challenge, the impact of the competition to the overall population control will be limited.
Inside a 15-foot.
A lot of people don't realize the damage that these snakes can do. To see what's happened to the Everglades over my lifetime, there used to be a lot of wildlife here. Once you get a snake, you go to the drop-off locations. There's several of them that are located throughout the Everglades, and fill out your paperwork. There's GPS coordinates you have to log in, and from there it goes into a necropsy where they see what how the health of the snake is. Yeah, 9 foot and 9'8". Babies. They can be. You come out here to the Everglades and you can go just a matter of a few miles and you're in a jungle of people and cars and traffic, and then you step on the other side of the highway and you're in a vast area of 1 million acres of wetlands and wildlife and all that. So there's a fine line of the two different jungles.
The Everglades is just so vast, and you can just see for miles and miles and miles, and it's just one of those places that you get out there and you think that you're the only one on the earth out there.
We're on day 3, 27 to go. I think the next couple of days we'll just focus on the levees in the morning and let that sun warm the snakes up and come out. But in the early afternoon, maybe just start exploring some other areas, different canals and stuff. We've covered this area pretty good, and you'd expect to see more wildlife than what's actually here. The deer population's down. I think in 2013, I think we saw one river otter, and they should be all over the place down here, and there's just not that much wildlife left. Grew up in this area, and this was my backyard as a kid, and I come out here to hunt these snakes to do my part to keep it as natural as it used to be.